Tony Coccagna, and welcome to a special edition of the Coach Tom McConnell Show. I'm here with IUP women's basketball coach Tom McConnell, coach of the NCAA Division II Atlantic Region Champions. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it, Coach?
It does, Tony. We are, very excited, full of gratitude and just really enjoying the last few days and, being able to share it with family and friends and, from the IUP community. So it's been an exciting time, and we're looking forward to our trip to Sioux Falls.
Speaking of rings, the night after you won the championship, Monday night, was your phone blowing up that night and the next day?
It was, and it was a good thing. I didn't get much sleep that night. A lot of friends and family, reaching out. And I think one of the most special things for me was hearing from former players here at IUP, and former coaches here at IUP have connected with us and really, helping us celebrate and enjoy this team. So that part has been a lot of fun.
I was going to ask you about this later, but I'll bring it up now because we're talking about the former players in the community and all that. I thought one of the most memorable things was Monday night after the championship game, get back to the hotel. The team and the former players and the families and everyone is there, and you have a big celebration. You took over the hotel lobby. That
was a lot of fun. And like you said, there were former players, there were friends that made the trip from Indiana, of our team, and all the families were there, and it went till plenty past midnight, and it was just a great celebration, and to be able to just talk about the season and share it with the people that you care most about. So that's something I know that our players, our staff, something we will cherish for a long time.
So you go down to Richmond, you have to win 3 games in 4 days. How'd you do it?
What's amazing about that? Every game was totally different. The 3 teams that we played, Cal, Glenville, and Bowie, all different styles, different systems. And so I give our players a lot of credit that they had to quickly adjust to the different things that were being thrown at them. We were able to, I thought the consistency was that we were able to play good defense in all 3 games and limit our opponents to one tough challenge shot, and regardless of what we played, so the second game was against Glenville State, who was 30-1, number 2 seed, scores 98 points a game. They sub freely. It's like hockey on hardwood. They just very up-tempo, press you. And I thought our players did a great job of handling that press. Really a good job. That was going to be the key. If we could, go and be effective against their press, not allow them. We always say, don't allow the game to speed you up and to make you do things that you don't want to do. And so I thought our players made good decisions, and that has to come from on the floor, from them. Do we have a layup? Do we have an open 3? Should I pull it back out and now make them work in the half court? And I just thought they, Carolyn, Hallie, Lauren, Audrey all did a good job in the backcourt of, handling the ball and making good decisions.
Yeah, it was an up-tempo game, and I thought your guys really set the tempo. They probably wanted it to go a little faster than it was, but it was a fast pace, but you guys handled it really well.
Yeah, and I give our players credit on a defensive end. Really were able to, contain them and challenge their shots. They had 7 threes in the first half, and we were concerned about that at halftime. That's a lot of points. And so they only had 3 in the second half. So we really did a good job of, guarding that 3-point line. And so that was important that we were able to do that. And I thought because of that, we held them to 68 points, which was their lowest total on the year.
Right. Yeah, 31 below their average. They shot under 30%. yeah, just a tremendous performance by your team. And then you get to the Bowie State game, and you know that one is going to be probably one where you kind of have to grind it out.
Yes.
So how did you do that?
Totally different game, different tempo. They are more of a zone team. They pack it in, make you shoot from the outside. They do a lot of switching, and so it was a different tempo. They don't allow you to get layups, and so we really had to work, move the ball, and so it was close the whole way. And to our players' credit, they just got stronger and stronger and stronger as the game went on, and were able to get that separation in the fourth quarter.
You had two players on the all-tournament team, Megan Smith and Carolyn Appleby. Carolyn Appleby, the MVP of the tournament. They were just tremendous the whole way through. I thought Lauren Wallasick, if they would have had another spot on that team, I thought she deserved one.
I agree with you, 100%. I thought, Tony, the 3 days that we were there could have been the best team basketball that we played in terms of getting contributions from a lot of people. It really was a team effort. And, those three that you mentioned were, outstanding, and Lauren, I said that in the press conference after the game, that I thought she was, very worthy as well, because I thought she just played a great floor game. And, some of the things maybe that she does go unnoticed, but she just sets the tempo. She's so good in the open floor. She finds her teammates. But Brittany was outstanding in the championship game. Our bench was terrific with Lexi, Audrey, Moore, and Kendall. So just a really good team effort. And that's what you feel good about, because it was everybody, making a contribution.
Yeah, Lexi in the Glenville game, I think she played 17 minutes. You were in some foul trouble, so you needed her, and she came in, and it's like no problem at all for her.
Yeah, it was good to see, because we know what she's capable of, and how good that she can be, and so she just did a great job of finishing around the rim. When she's in the game, we're a better offensive rebounding team, because she goes to the glass so hard. So we're looking for her to do more of the same in the Elite Eight.
And in the championship game, Megan Smith was struggling a little bit shooting the ball from three, but in the fourth quarter there, when you're starting to get some separation, she comes out and hits a big one there in the fourth quarter to get you up to a 13-point lead. Big
three. And that's the thing about Megan, and I think that's the sign of a really mature player, confident player. Maybe a younger player, if they're not, the three's not going down for them, whatever, they tend to go inward. They get frustrated. They let it impact other parts of their game. But she didn't do that. She was brilliant. She just continued to defend. She rebounded. She drove the ball. She scored in other ways, got to the free throw line, and really impacted her team. And then, there was no flinching. She's unflappable. She got open on the right wing, hit the three, and really, like you said, Tony, gave us a separation that gave us a comfortable lead going into the last few minutes.
And then Carolyn Appleby, your point guard, she gets an injury, a hamstring injury in the Cal game, third quarter there. She sits out the fourth, and going into the Glenville game, you don't even know how effective she's going to be, if she's even going to be able to play. And then she goes out and she just has a great last two games of the tournament and a great first game of the tournament. Yeah,
she injured it late in the first game against Cal, and we sat her the whole fourth quarter just to try to rest her and see how she would respond. So we went over the next day to our practice, and we didn't know. She just shot around. She didn't participate in the parts of practice where we went over our defense and that kind of thing. So we didn't know until a few minutes before game how it was going to be. And when she did play, was she going to be Carolyn? And she was Carolyn.
Absolutely.
And, just and when we say that, we just mean toughness, high energy, competitive, fierce, relentless, just in all areas of the game. And so we were glad that she was healthy, and played as well as she did. She just, so tough. She just has a heart that's just so big. And she just said at one point to me, at halftime when I asked her how she's feeling, she says, "I'm good, Coach. I'm good. There's nothing going to stop me from playing right now."
Yeah, I don't think you'd been able to drag her off
Yeah.
the floor.
Yeah.
She's still nursing that injury. You have Hallie Denman with a bad back. I think both sides. One side was sore and then the other side. And Audrey Stapleton went down with the ankle injury in the championship game. How are those three doing?
Well, since we've been back, we traveled on Tuesday, took Wednesday off, so we practiced today, and we're gonna, Audrey will be out of practice. We expect Carolyn and Hallie to be able to practice today, and we'll know more after today. They've been working the last couple days with Frank and his staff and trying to, get healthy. Hopefully the 2 days rest that we've had will allow them to heal. And Megan's been nursing a lower leg injury as well. So kind of banged up right now, but that's to be expected this time of year. And we're just hopeful that Audrey will have her for the game Monday night. She's a big part of what we do, and we would not be here, I don't think, without what she's brought to our team in terms of shooting the basketball, stretching the defense, attacking the rim. She just has been a really terrific player for us going down the stretch here.
All right, let's look ahead a little bit. Here's the region lineup. This is the best of the best. Number one, these are the seeds. Number one, Ashland, 34-0, 71 straight wins, defending national champion, versus 8 Montana State Billings. 4 Stonehill, your opponent, versus 5 IUP. Both teams are 29-3. 2 teams from Tennessee, Carson Newman, 32-2, and Union, 31-3. That's the 2 seed and the 7 seed. And then number 3, Lubbock Christian, 31-1, and Central Missouri, the 6 seed, 27-3. You play Monday night. You get Stonehill out of Massachusetts. What do you know about them so far?
They're a very good team. Very good team. We've had a chance the last couple of days to watch them on film, and well coached, well disciplined team. Really efficient offensively. That jumps out. They run a lot of good sets. They have an excellent trio of guards that can all shoot the ball, and they've got some really solid post players that have good length inside, good rim protection. And the one thing that jumps off the video is it's a really good defensive team too. They really are solid and play hard-nosed, tough, man-to-man defense. So, like the games that we just played, we know it's going to be, a tough, hard-fought game, and we're looking forward to the challenge and the opportunity to keep playing.
You're describing them. It sounds like you're almost describing your team too. I know from looking at them on paper, a lot of the numbers look the same. Just a very efficient offensive team and a good defensive team, like you guys. We
thought the same thing watching them. They have good rim protection and length, and I think we have that with Brittany and Maura and Megan as well. And so, yeah, they're very, very good, very well coached, very skilled. Their point guard was left-hander who can get in the lane, shoot the three, really crafty with the ball. So should be a good matchup.
I guess going up there, it's a Monday night game, a 9:30 game here, a little bit of a time difference up there, but you fly out of Pittsburgh on Friday. What's on the agenda before you play basketball on Monday night?
There's a lot of good things go on, and that's the one thing that I, have been saying to our players all along is, it's the NCAA tournament. Let's be the team that has the most fun. Let's embrace this. Let's enjoy it. All the little things that come with it. The team meals, the singing on the bus, the festivities that go on with it. We love Richmond. We love that experience. The people were so good there, and you mentioned the celebration in the hotel. Those are moments that you remember for a lifetime with your with your teammates and the coaches. And so there's a lot of great things planned, when you get there. There's a community engagement that each team will do it, at some point while you're there. There's a banquet on Sunday night for all the teams that our players will get to attend, and just other festivities. We have some good meals planned out with our team. And so in between all that is practice, video, and, getting ready for the game. So, but we really want to embrace it. We want to enjoy it.
Do you look at the potential opponents after that game? Do you look at them even a little bit at all, or you just focus on that one?
Yeah, just focus on Stonehill right now. And, when you get up there, you'll have a chance to scout your next opponent and do that. But, see a little, see a lot. See a lot, see nothing. Right now we're trying to just see a little, see that what's right in front of us right now, the things that we can control. And, if we're fortunate enough to advance, then, then we'll turn our attention to, our next opponent, whoever that might be.
I guess it's just like the regular season, and you take them one at a time, and you just go out and play IEP basketball.
Yeah, and I think that's, one of the strengths of this group. They have there was a really nice moment in the press conference, Tony, and you were there for it. We had all 5 starters at the press conference, and it was wrapping up, and the athletic director from Virginia Union was there and just wanted to address the 5 players, and he said, how are you able to focus? What do you attribute that to? Because there were a lot of distractions that go on with the tournament. In the game itself, Bowie brought their band, and it was loud. It was almost like an away game at times. That caught his attention, and I thought our players answered it beautifully. And it just, I'm paraphrasing, but talked about staying in the moment and, keep believing, blocking out all the distractions. And so I think they have an ability to really enjoy the experience, but when it's time to focus and prepare, they're able to do that.
Well, Coach, at the end of our interviews for the newspaper, I always say, is there anything else you want to talk about? Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I've said no every time, and I'm saying no today.
Well, we'll see you up in Sioux Falls. Maybe after 3 more wins, one at a time, we can get back here. Maybe we'll have the whole team. We can do a great
that would be great.
Yeah, we can do a great big show.
That would be great. That would be a lot of fun.
All right, Coach. Good luck up there, and have a good one.
Thanks, Tony. Appreciate it.
Thank you.